Why will Angel Reese no longer conduct a set interview? Breaking down ski front office's bold decision. The Angel Reese saga is far from over. After she practically blew up her relationship with the rest of the Chicago ski team and the management in that well-known Chicago Tribune interview, the Reese ski bond has been shaky. Reese will not accept another legal season like they had this year, and murmurs of a trade request have grown since. In that same breath, Angel Reese has taken another decision signaling a rift with ski Jeff Pegliuca and co. The Chicago ski conduct their exit interviews on September 2, where almost every ski player addressed the media, including ski Jeff Pegliuca. And, of course, he was asked about Angel Reese, who was notably absent from the exit interview lineup. Angel's an ascending young talent in this league was had 2 very good seasons here in Chicago, Pegliuca had said. I have good conversations with Angel daily. Until I hear differently, she's on the roster. However, that did not relieve the fans as Reese herself was not there to address the issue. According to Anna Costebal of Front Office Sports, the Chicago Ski have cancelled end-of-season media exit interviews for Angel Reese, Courtney Vandersloot, and Ariel Atkins. This decision caps a turbulent finish to Chicago's season and raises new questions about the franchise's direction. Now, exit interviews are not a requirement from the WMA, so Reese and co are out of the woods as far as the roles are concerned. However, they do provide the fans a snapshot of how the players and the management feel after the season is completely over, and all 3 who are missing interviews are involved in some kind of controversy. It started with Angel Reese's interview. While going off on her team and the management for needing better players for Duishinaduitai. She pointed out Courtney Vandersloot's age as a factor that could limit her. We can't rely on Courtney to come back at the exits as that, Reese had said. Vandersloot had a slick reply while not naming Reese. Contrary to what people say or think, age is actually not a factor. I am coming back, and I am going to come back better than ever. She said. There is friction there, along with the third missing player Atkins, who supported management's decision to suspend Reese. Steering clear of the spotlight, the trio likely skipped exit interviews to dodge a grilling on the scandals. And the Ferristorn, the footer of all 3 is in question. While Atkins and Vandersloot are free agents and Sloot is plotting for a ski comeback. When it comes to Reese, the situation is more complicated. She is currently tied down with a rookie contract. Will the ski anchor force a trade in the Duishinaduita off-season? Angel Reese looking more out than in for Chicago ski. Reese was out of action in the final 4 games of the season with a mixture of suspensions due to accumulation of technicals, ski suspension due to Reese's comments that were detrimental to the team, and her back injury at least as far as we know. With or without Reese, the ski haven't matched Reese's standards. I'm not settling for the sand we did this year, Reese told the Tribune. She apologized publicly for her comments, but that does not guarantee all is well within the squad. Fan Patience has snapped, too. Signs that Wintrust read free Angel and sell the team, a loud, public rebuke of the franchise's direction. They are unhappy with the coach, Taylor Mares, and Jeff Pegliuca. The franchise has a history of mismanagement, and it's not looking like it's going to change anytime soon. Yes, the new practice faculty is set to open soon, but as any new thing won't make squad decisions and map the way forward. They had an exodus of their core after the championship win in Duishinaduyak. Sylvia Foles set out half a season in Duishinaduyak bats to get away from Chicago. Angel Reese is trying to correct an institution that was rated worst in the league in the latest athletic poll. But the current scenario tells that the ski does not want to correct itself. Instead of accepting Reese's criticism with grace and implementing changes, they punished her. The opinions are floating in that Reese should leave Chicago instead of wasting her career. Multiple suitors are waiting to acquire Reese's service in case she eventually decides to leave. Until then, Reese will likely fight for internal change, as she will not get the same opportunity to be the cornerstone of a project. Eventually, if there is no progress in Chicago, Reese will likely push her way out.